Hey everyone, welcome to Baboom. If you see any ads on my channel, then YouTube put them there. Hey look, I'm going to make this kind of short because I need to go work out. I am glad that I never put ads on my channel or monetized anything on my channel. One of my most favorite YouTube content creators, Grade A Under A, recently got screwed over. This guy, for all of his content, started off using nothing but MS Paint, Windows Movie Maker, and all of his audio was recorded on his cell phone. And his content somehow was still top-notch because it was comedic, it was well-written, and he has millions of views for it, like millions of subs and stuff. I mean, the guy is actually a powerhouse, pretty much. And he recently tried to start getting back into making content again. His entire account was flagged, pretty much, because 7 seconds at the end for his outro was a song that's no one's even heard of or knows the artist for. I mean, not unless you literally went out of your way to try and find it. No one knows what that song is, pretty much. And he was using it as a small little outro. And because of that 7 seconds in every single one of his videos being an outro, his entire account was flagged. All of the ad revenue from his videos now goes to whoever flagged him and, quote, owns that song. So he could have made 10, 15, 20 minutes for one video. That 7 seconds, that tiny little bit, caused all ad revenue to go towards them. Now you know why I never started this ad revenue crap. I mean, it's not just because I have a job and I can take care of myself and everything like that. It comes down to them. Stuff that shouldn't be messed with, even though you rebuke it, you fight for it, and things like that. Recently, I've tried to fight for one of my videos. I tried uploading about a 45-minute video. Myself and a friend were watching Fate, the anime, right? And I think it was Fate Zero. And he didn't know that I was recording us talking through every single episode. So like, I pretty much recorded the entire season, and then I went through and found snippets, like all the funny bits and everything like that of us talking over the anime, you know, as kind of like a big old supercut of just content, right? Just like, hey, look, here's us talking about the anime and screwing around. When I uploaded that video, even though it wasn't monetized, it got flagged because there was a small snippet of the anime and its audio where we weren't talking. I'm talking out of a full 45-minute video. The whole video was flagged and taken down by Sony Entertainment. I rebuked it. Guess what? They rebuked it back. So now I actually gave Google my real name and address to rebuke them again on legal grounds that it's under parody law. And guess what? It got rebuked again. No real person looks at any of this. I promise you. They try and tell you in that fine print that they're going to have lawyers look at it and all this other kind of stuff. My video went up for free. It doesn't have any kind of ad revenue or millions of views or anything like that. Hell, I think when it was taken down, it had like 17 views. It was taken down pretty much immediately, and it can't be uploaded ever again. Amazing. That's why I never touch this crap. That's why I never do ad revenue on here. Not to mention, I use ad block anyway, so technically by principle, and I'm doing air quotes here, I'd be a hypocrite, right? If I started trying to put ads on my videos, but I ad block everyone else's, you know, like ad revenue for me, not for thee. So, I'm just glad I never really touched this shit. Now, I do have it set up to where specific artists get ad revenue through specific links. Like, I can just click and then just disable it whenever I want to. But that's besides the point. I mean, this system is broken. They want to claim that it's all about the AI and the algorithms taking over and just making it easier for everybody, when this entire system for years has been nothing but a burden on the content creators. Think about how much extra work they have to go through in order to just get their video put up, right? That 45-minute video that I personally uploaded took hours to sort through, because I pretty much had to watch the entire season a second time in order to find content. So I went through it. Episode 1, went through it. Okay, clip that part, clip that part. Episode 2, clip that part. I literally rewatched the entire season while we were talking over it in order to find all the good content. Smushed it all together, and because of just several seconds of the audio not being distorted or us talking over it just sounds too much and looks too much like the original anime, they think I'm trying to upload the entire anime for free. So pirates can watch it, you know? Oh my God. Why is the system so busted? Why can't someone literally just look at, I even typed in, this falls under parody law, blah, 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 blah. This is just criticism of, with several friends talking over the anime in order to make fun of it, blah, 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 blah. No. Sorry, dude. Can't put it up. I don't understand. And then someone with millions of views like Ray Under, you think they would lend a better ear as to what's going on. No, they gave him an opportunity to swap out the audio file for each one to some generic YouTube copy-paste music. Every single video that he's ever uploaded. Good job, guys. I don't know where to begin with that, man. It's so bad. It's disgusting. And then there's also regards to other content that's recently been coming out. Everyone and their mom's talking about Last of Us 2 and how controversial it is. Here's the problem, right? Any kind of criticism is completely doled out by fanboys and circle jerks, right? Someone can say, I don't like the story, I don't like how this character is presented, and all of a sudden they're just rebuked with, you just don't understand, you're just a hater, blah, blah, blah. It's copy and paste for every single generation that happens with fucking video games. It can happen with movies and everything else too, but with video games, for some reason, people really just need to justify their purchase. They just really, even if they have some level of buyer's remorse, they're like, no, it wasn't a waste of money. It was worth it. It was worth it. No, you just don't get it. You just... Step back. Fanboyism's just bad. Blatant fanboyism is bad. I've said it on my channel time and time again. Do not be a fanboy. It's okay to like one brand more than another brand, but to blatantly defend a brand, even when that brand fucked up or does something other people don't like, that doesn't immediately mean I'm going to cancel out any and all criticism. That makes you just an idiot. You are a moron. If you are blindly defending brands, regardless of video game, movie, music, etc., you are an idiot. Period. Do not do that. Last of Us 2 has a main character who's gay. Last of Us 2 has a trans flag in the background in one of the scenes. Okay. Fine. Whatever. I get why there are some people that are, like the squeakiest wheel gets the oil. You got that really small handful of people that are just like, oh, I'm not going to buy the game just because they're gay. Oh, they're fine. Whatever. But the legitimate criticisms are out there by a truckload. There are an absolute mountain of people, or there is an absolute mountain of people that just don't like the story and the main character that's later presented, Abby. They just don't like them. They can't relate to him. There's literally nothing. How do I put this? There's nothing to invest in with these characters, right? And they try to write in, you know, like a whole revenge story and everything, and how revenge really isn't worth it all along. Right? All right, that's kind of been done before. You're not really like going into the deep end of the pool here. So there's a lot of criticism, a lot of genuine criticism from people that start to finish beat the game. There's this one guy I know in person, in real life, that was a massive fan of the first Last of Us. And when I met with him in person, and that was brought up, when Last of Us was brought up, the first thing that he told me is that he wanted to crack that disc in half. Like, he felt like it completely shat on everything that he loved of The Last of Us. This guy is a PlayStation bro. He loves PlayStation, man. Like, that's his thing. He loved Last of Us. Hell, he practically considered it his game of the year all years. He loved that thing to death. And to have Last of Us 2 be his complete opposite on the spectrum, you know, like his villain to his hero. Ooh, to hear this guy be that pissed off that he wanted to just waste $60, just full on crack it in half. Hell, I've even heard that there were some stores that weren't even accepting trade-ins of it anymore. There's a video out there, and I'm going to try and post it in my video. A Twitter user screen grabbed an entire market of people trying to sell used copies of Last of Us 2, like in Korea and stuff like that. It just, no one fucking wants it. Yet somehow there's this circle jerk that's like, you just don't get it, you're just a bigot and all that. Look, it's not really that big of a deal to most people. To most, and I'm heavy-handedly saying most people, that the main character is gay. That's not the issue here. That is not the issue here. The issue here is you fucked up with the story and you fucked up with the characters. That's it. No one gives a shit that they like to scissor and eat taco. Most people do not care about that, as long as the characters are relatable, likable to an extent, understandable. A lot of people are just outright pissed off. They wasted $60. They waited all these years for a sequel, and it ended up being what it is. Whew, needed that. I just don't know what to tell you. Just stop. Just stop. Recently, I've thought about buying Escape from Tarkov, and a friend of mine said, no, don't buy it. I want to see if you like it. And a buddy of mine hates it. I'll let you borrow his account. So right now, I'm borrowing someone else's Escape from Tarkov account to try and give it a shot. And yeah, there's some stuff already on the account, like money and equipment-wise, but it wasn't like anything too advanced. Like, I feel like I got it like a beginner's package. Like, I didn't have to start off 100% rat like everybody else, I guess. You know, like, just, hey, guys, I got a pistol and one magazine and I'm gonna run around. Like, I didn't get any of that. Like, I at least get, you know, like, a bottle of water and maybe 2 magazines. I'm trying to give it a shot. It's, I'll put it to you like this. It's got great gunplay. It's got great sound direction. It's got great environmental detail. The controls, though, feel a bit clunky, and the AI isn't very responsive. So, like, if I'm running around and there's, like, a group of soldiers or whatever, you know, I shoot one of them, they tend to just kind of, like, stand around or something. Like, they're more like turrets, I find. But maybe that's just because I only, like, played, like, an hour or so. Maybe once I start getting into the harder areas, the AI will be harder. That's why I'm trying it out. I'm trying to experiment. And speaking of games like Escape from Tarkov, Showdown, a game that I've had in my Steam library for ages that was mainly PvP only, finally added PvE. you can finally just chill in single player and hunt monsters all on your own and stuff like that. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Trials mode. Trials is a new single-player game mode aimed at new hunters and veterans alike, allowing to explore the world of Hunt the Showdown and complete different types of special assignments. Alright, so as I speak, right now it's 96% done. I'm re-downloading Hunt to try and give that a whirl. It's on the Crysis engine and it looks fantastic. You should look it up. Steam sale's still going on, so if there's anything that you fucking want, it's gonna be out there. Let's see, anything else? Satisfactory. I bought that on the Steam sale. Where do I begin? It looks great. If it was more of an adventure game, it would fucking work. I'm talking, the environments are just eye-popping. There's tons of like wildlife and creatures and background noise and everything else that's going on. If it was more adventure action oriented, it would fucking work. Satisfactory takes away from all of that by making you just over-industrialize everything. No, this isn't some like kind of commentary on industrialization in wildlife areas and ruining the natural beauty of stuff. It's more like the gameplay aspects are kind of clashing too much with what I'm expecting, right? So if you've ever seen gameplay of like Factorio or let's say what is that one game where you manage a whole bunch of people in a space colony? There's a few of those actually. There's not really like a sense of exploration and wonder when it looks like there should be. You're more just constantly micromanaging. Oh, hey, do I need more power? Better get another generator. Oh, hey, I need to generate a lot of these. Better put up some belts here and do all this other kind of stuff. Exploration and all this other cool stuff you see is a complete forethought. Like, it's not even on their mind, which is strange because, like, there's cave systems, there's, like, flying creatures, and tons of, like, different types of cliff sides and waterfalls and all this other kind of stuff going on. Like, the environments and everything else. Like, I just feel like I want to, like, run around and find shit. But I can't because I'm confined to my base area, you know, to build up resources for the end goal of it. Right? So it feels like they were trying to do two things at once. Give me like really cool environments to look at and explore. But I can't really get the sense of exploration because I just always feel like I'm confined to my base, micromanaging resources. Dual Gear. Dual Gear recently came out. It is... You ever played Front Mission on PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2? It was a strategy RPG with mechs, pretty much. You know, with a tile set, tell them where to move, and you could blast off like the arms of your opponents, and you could customize the mechs on your team, and the pilots would get better with their own RPG stats and everything else. Dual Gear is a really big fan wet dream project that recently came out of beta, and hopefully they're coming out with a really big patch soon to fix like a lot of the issues. It uses the Unreal 4 engine. It's like real-time movement and real-time aiming, so you're not just like saying point at thing and shoot and then it's entirely stat-based. Your crosshair also depends, like also changes some of those factors as well. So to me, it's got potential. I love giant robots, and I loved Front Mission growing up, so it's going to be interesting to see that. Titanfall 2. I recently bought on Steam. The single-player campaign was actually pretty good. I liked the mechs, of course. Or, I'm sorry, they're not mechs, as they said with Titanfall 1. They're not mechs, guys. Okay, they're not mechs. They're just giant robots. The single player campaign wasn't too bad. I felt like a lot of the wall jumping puzzle aspects were kind of like oversold. Like they kind of just threw them in to kind of like pad out some of the areas. But in the areas where there was like a lot of wall jumping and combat at the same time, those were fucking awesome. Those were great. Like being able to traverse like the battlefield, like actually in an area and like fight things off and kill things and stuff like that while wall jumping. Nice. That was good stuff. I didn't try out multiplayer, and the reason being, even though everyone vows for the Titanfall 2 multiplayer, and hear me out on this, even though I paid for an official copy, $10 on Steam for Titanfall 2, I still pirated it. Like, I bought it, but then I went out of my way to pirate it and then play the single player campaign. Reason being is, it requires third-party programs. Man, I got enough shit on my computer. I don't want to have to install Origin 2. Like I already did the no-no, and I downloaded Epic Game Store so I can at least give some kind of money for MechWarrior 5. I don't want to, but I wanted updates, and a lot of the mods I liked are getting broken because I don't have like the newest version. So I'm like, fuck. If I'm putting this many hours into MechWarrior 5, I might as well give them money. I don't like Epic Store. It's trash. The entire client is trash. The sales and stuff, fine, great, fantastic. Y'all keep doing you, that's great. The client, the actual PC client is trash. And if you want, I'll make a whole nother video about why, but it's bad. I don't know where to start, man. All right, one more thing. I guess I'll fill you in on this. Legacy of Kain. I know this is coming out of the blue on this. Legacy of Kain. I tried playing on my GPD Win 2, which is a small Windows machine handheld with a built-in Xbox controller, right? A lot of the games didn't recognize the controller and wouldn't run right, and I'm just like, dude, like I really just want to get into this series. And I ended up watching an entire cutscene compilation instead. All 6 hours. I watched all 6 hours of Legacy of Kain from the very first one with the whole top-down view back when Kain was originally a human, all the way into the end of Defiance. I watched all 6 hours of cutscenes practically in one sitting. Don't ask me how, man. Like, my job sometimes just has that free time. And man, what a trip that fucking was. That was great. Like, there were so many twists and turns, and man, like, if Last of Us 2 wishes it was that fucking good. Like, there was so much shit going on. Sometimes I was definitely confused. Don't get me wrong. There was definitely some parts where I was just like, okay, yeah. But man, that story was fantastic. I want more shit like that. Give me more Legacy of Kain, dude. Give me that. Anyway, I need to go work out. Oh my god, this is like a 24-minute video. Y'all have a fantastic week. It's Monday, 6/29. It's about to be the new start of the next month. Hope you have a fantastic 4th of July if I don't make another video by then. Take it easy, and remember, don't be a fanboy. Please. Dear God, don't. Bye.